All right, welcome to another episode of YB's Collaboration Corner. I am your host, Rob YB Youngblood, President of Sales for Self-Publishing 30 Days, and your LinkedIn locksmith. I am here with a phenomenal young lady. I've had the pleasure of working with her to promote her professional brand, not only on LinkedIn, but just on other platforms. Yolanda Tate is a tremendous blessing, and you'll find that out once you hear her speak. Yolanda, welcome to YB's Collaboration Corner. How are you doing today?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much, YB, for this opportunity. I'm excited to talk with you today.
Excellent. I'm excited to have you. So let's start out real quick. Tell us where are you from originally? Where's your hometown? Where are you from?
All right. I was born and raised in the city of brotherly love, Philly, to be exact. And I am proud of my hometown. Yeah. You know, we do a lot in Philly. We love hard, we play hard, and we work hard. So
I love it. I love it. So being from Philly, I'm sure you learned some valuable lessons that you use today in your life. Tell us about your background. Like, I know that you're into the fitness arena, so I'm not going to spoil that too much, but tell us a little bit about your background and what you currently do.
Okay, like I said, born and raised in Philly, come from a single parent home, just my mom and my brother, who's 6 years younger than me, originally from South Philly. So was raised in what we call the hood. So, you know, had a lot of time out on the street and meeting a lot of people and doing a lot of different things. But one thing that I knew from the time that I was young, from like about 10 years old, that, you know, God had a calling on my life. My family members, my aunts, my uncles, everyone would always come to me. Here I am, 10 years old, grown people coming to me with their problems, just because I was that person with that listening ear. And so I was always known as the one that was going to make it and get out of Philly. And so I told my mom when I was 10 years old, when I turned 18, I don't know how, I'm out, I want to go see the world. And that's what I did. I actually had a partial scholarship to go to college, but I decided that I wanted to join the military because I didn't want to put any extra burden on my mom. Right. She's a phenomenal woman and she's done so many great things for me. And she is still like my ride or die, my best friend, my mom. But I said, I don't want to put no burden on her. And so I joined the military. I originally joined in as a reservist to come in and do my time, come back out, get a job and do all that. But when I went in as a reservist, I was like, I like this. Right. I've always been a leader my whole life. This is where I belong, you know? And so I decided to go active duty and only planned on doing 4 years, but wound up doing 29. And so, yeah, retired out the military in 2018, went into a whole new career as a government contractor. But then it also goes back to that beginning stage when it comes to fitness and wellness. I've always been that person. I've always been that chick that was the one that was always in fitness, always the one out there telling everybody that, hey, we need to do this so that we can stay well and healthy. Always was, you know, drinking, make sure you drink your water. So I've always been that type person. And so I decided, since I've been doing that my whole life, doing it in the military, why not monetize it and start my own business? And so that's what I did earlier this year.
I love it. I love it. So let's not shy away from this, right? So you didn't just retire from the military. You didn't just retire from the U.S. Army. You retired at a certain rank. Could you tell us what that rank is and why, for those who have not served in the military, why that rank is such a phenomenal rank, you know, just in general, but let's talk about that. Let's not shy away from that. We need to let folks know the full story. Come on, go on in.
So let me tell you, I am always, everybody say, you're always so humble about it. And I truly am. I was blessed throughout my military career and I made the rank of Command Sergeant Major. Now, for those that don't know, in the military, you have the enlisted side and then you have officers and then you have warrant officers, commissioned officers. And so as a non-commissioned officer, the rank of Sergeant Major is the highest rank, which is equivalent to an E9 that you can have. And then when you hear someone with that command in front of it, that means that they're kind of working alongside an officer to command an organization. And so I've had the pleasure to actually make it up to the division level, meaning that I went through different stages. So like if you look at it from a company stage of like 500 people to commanding an organization with over 5,000 people. So, and one of the greatest jobs that I've had two throughout my military career. All of them was great, but two that stands out the most for me is that I served as a drill instructor for 3 years, which was phenomenal because you get to see the changes that you make in people's lives from the time that they come into the military until they finish going through their boot camp, their advanced individual training, to see what they're actually becoming. And so, yeah, just to see that discipline in them, that was phenomenal. But one of my most important jobs that I had as a command sergeant major is that I was the garrison command sergeant major for Fort Bragg, North Carolina, which is the military center of the universe. And so people that don't know about Fort Bragg, everything happens at Fort Bragg. Yeah. And so we have the 82nd Airborne Division. You also have 18 Airborne Corps. You have special operations. You have all kinds of things that are happening on Fort Bragg. And as the garrison command sergeant major, basically I was like the city manager responsible for operations across the installation. So it's like running a mini city. Yeah. And so got to do a lot there. So proud of
so
that.
Basically you was a big deal. Let's keep it 1,000. You was a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I was a big deal.
Yeah, I like that. That's like, see, you know what I'm saying? We got to draw it out.
I know, I'm always trying to stay humble.
So you told me something that I did not know. So you was a drill sergeant, right? Or drill sergeant or drill instructor?
We say drill sergeant, but a lot of people used to hearing the term drill instructor.
Drill instructor, okay. So that makes sense in terms of your transition now, right? So you have Elevate to Wellness, right? So you're the CEO of Elevate to Wellness. Talk about that transition, taking your military experience and now launching your own company, Elevate to Wellness. What is Elevate to Wellness about, and what makes it different than anything else that you've done?
So Elevate to Wellness is something, like I said, this is how it's been my baby for my whole life, because I've always been coaching and motivating people to live a healthier lifestyle. And so with Elevate to Wellness, I call myself that go-to's go-to coach. You know, like a lot of us, we lose our identity in our careers or in others, and we don't have a go-to for ourselves. Right. Because we're just taking care of everything and everybody else. So with Elevate to Wellness, my goal is to help those, mainly women executives, veterans, business owners, to actually implement practical daily habits to help them to elevate their wellness from the inside out, and to do it from a holistic approach. And what I mean by that is the skills that I learned from the military, like being disciplined, like being intentional about what you're doing, being consistent, being committed, trusting yourself. All of these values are things that I've learned in the military that I've added on as I'm going forward in my business and as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I love that. And so obviously in the military, in your business, there's a great amount of collaboration that has to be done, right? What is your definition of collaboration?
Collaboration, one thing I can say about it is that it is, in order to be successful in anything in life, we need to collaborate. It's all about working with other people. As you know, I will say YB is my coach, my LinkedIn coach, who has brought out a lot in me as well to help me on my journey with entrepreneurship. And one of the things with collaboration is, you know, you can't do it alone. You need to have people there to support you. You need to build a team. It's important because if you want to be successful, in any successful CEO of any major corporation, business, or anything, you know, they did not do it alone. They had a team, they had support around them. So collaboration is a must.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So your energy is contagious. And so, we value collaboration because you can go so much
Yes.
further when you are connected than if you're operating solo. Talk a little bit about who do you want to collaborate with? When you think about the journey that you're on and where you want to go, who would you want to collaborate with in this season as you continue to move in your journey?
I have thought about that a lot. So there are a couple of people, even though I'm in the wellness space, I'm also in the mindset, because even when we're talking about health and wellness and living a healthy lifestyle, it all starts with having a healthy mindset to begin with. So just thinking about it, I would say two people. Natalie Nixon, she is a phenomenal speaker from born and raised in Philadelphia. One of her big things is that she talks about creativity and how that is a key component to being successful in our life. And so I really kind of relate to her, especially being a homegirl coming from Philly and doing some phenomenal things. And then I would also say recently, Mel Robbins. Now, everybody knows Mel Robbins is like cream of the crop, and she just put out a new book, The 5 Holly Habits. And it is, I mean, she is a phenomenal speaker. She does many great things. And so that's why I would love to collaborate in the future. And that's what my goal is set on. So.
What would that look like though? So obviously, and here's what's amazing. You are the second person that I've interviewed that have been specific about the type of person you'd want to collaborate with, which I find refreshing because most people are very general and generic, but you're very specific. What would you say, what would collaboration with those two women look like for you? Say, for example, if the opportunity presented yourself for you to connect with them, what would collaboration look like with them?
First, I would like to be able just to get in a room with them to hear them speak, just to get that knowledge, just to be silent, just to really hear from them. It's one thing to see them on on TV or, on an app or something like that, but to actually be in a room physically with them, to be a sponge, to soak up all of the knowledge and the experience that they had in order to help me to elevate in my career. That would be the big thing. And then just to maybe be able to be on a panel with them, to interview them, that would be an amazing thing for me when it comes to collaboration.
I love that. I love that. And it's important. A big part of collaboration is being ambitious, right? Because there's certain things that you want to accomplish. And so you collaborate so that you can be able to accomplish those things together. As you continue to thrive in your business, what would you say are the challenges that you're overcoming? Like, what are the biggest challenges that you're struggling? Not, I wouldn't say struggling. That's not a good word, but what would you say are the biggest challenges that you're overcoming to get to where you want to be in your business and in your life?
So I would say for me, the biggest challenge is, which mindset is a big part of it. And for me is not being so humble that I lose opportunities because I'm not really being my true authentic self.
Right.
And that is one thing for me, because YB, I've heard you said this. In the past, I used to be a people pleaser. I was all about pleasing everybody, always saying yes, yes, helping everybody. I'm that person that's going to give stuff away for free. I just want everybody to succeed. I'm going to be honest. That's in my nature. I am a motivator. I like to encourage and empower people to be their very best. And I never thought to monetize what I'm doing right now, because I was like, it was just something that I regularly did. I am a certified personal trainer, group fitness instructor, all that good stuff. But again, I have to make sure that I'm being visible. And the other big thing for me was the social media aspect of it. I was not a social media person at all until about a year ago. And so I knew if I had to grow my business, or if I wanted to share the knowledge and experience that I have to help people to make healthier decisions, that I had to get on social media. And so that's the one thing that I'm overcoming. And YB, you have helped me with that. Amen. A whole lot when it comes to being on LinkedIn. I will actually say I never looked at LinkedIn as a platform to use to grow my business and to really connect. And when we come to that collaboration and that networking, yes, LinkedIn is a networking platform, but I looked at it just as my professional 9-to-5 job, or if you're looking for a regular job, not me as an entrepreneur putting my business out there. And so now I love the platform. I really do. I think it's becoming my #1 platform. So I'm excited about that, you know, I'm elevating when it comes to using social media and getting over that hurdle.
I'm getting excited as if I actually launched the app. You know what I'm saying? Like, yay, LinkedIn, if you're listening, your boy's creating some revenue for you. Come on, bring me, give me a call, or holler at your boy. But as we land the plane, Yolanda, what would be one message that you would share with those that are you know, getting started in their career, or maybe they're going through the military, maybe they're transitioning from the military, right? And getting into a place where they're discovering where they want to go to next. Maybe there's someone that's in the training, health and wellness arena like you are. What's some words of wisdom that you would share with someone that's just getting started in their journey?
I would say don't sell yourself short. Don't equate your inexperience to a lack of ability, because you may be new in this one area. Just like if you're transitioning out the military, we know the military, we know the structure, we feel comfortable when we're around people who have already served. It just comes natural. Right. But be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Go into spaces and into rooms where you're uncomfortable, and then create the space when you get there. And so I'm all about, as you can see, I'm high energy all the time. Energy is transferable. And so with your energy, you can create the space. So always hold your head up high, always smile, always speak with authority. And then for me, I have to say this real quick, YB, one thing from you that I got is that connection code. I say that every single day. And so I'm throwing some stuff out there, YB, so don't get mad.
We can't give them the code though. We can't give them the code. They got to come through the connector to get the code.
I'm not going to give away the code, but I can tell you I can give away an equation that I have for myself every day. Give it away. This is something for Elevate the Wellness for me. And I always say, dare to elevate. And what that means is the equation is discipline plus alignment plus resiliency times execution plus endurance is what's going to help you to dare you to elevate.
I love it. I love it. That is phenomenal. And that's something that for many of you that are listening, you know, Yolanda's spirit, her energy, her attitude, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that she came from Philly, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, a shout out to people from Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm from the Bronx, but I met some Philly people that they don't play no games. They get straight to it. Shout out to you on that. My last question for you is a bit of a curveball. You know, we operate under the banner of self-publish in 30 days. And so if you had the opportunity to go anywhere in the world to write your next book or your first book or whatever book you wanted to write, where would you go if we were paying for it?
Oh, that's an awesome question. Okay, I have to be straight up honest. I have to go back to the motherland because I've never been there.
I love it.
So I've done my ancestry tree. I know I said that wrong. We just always say that word wrong. But Nigeria is where my heritage is from. Okay. And so I want to go to Africa. Okay. Definitely.
Okay. Now I had somebody tell me Africa. So would you say specifically Nigeria, or would you want to just be dropped anywhere in the motherland?
No, I want to go to Nigeria.
Okay, very
I want to
good.
go where my roots are
I
at, so
love
I
it.
can
I love
learn
it.
this.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, how can people connect with you, Yolanda, if they want to collaborate with you? If they've heard your story, they love you, they've fallen in love with your energy, how can people connect with you so that they can, add value to you, or identify ways that you can add value to them?
Well, you can connect with me on all social media platforms, mainly on LinkedIn, Yolanda M. Tate. All of my platforms are Yolanda M. Tate 123.
Love it. I love it. Well, listen, Yolanda, you're truly a blessing. I'm so happy to have had the opportunity to connect with you and collaborate with you, and just seeing your level up. Keep doing your thing. And we look forward to having you back sometime soon. For those of you who are listening and watching, listen, connect with Yolanda. She's a tremendous spirit, specifically in the area of health and wellness. And listen, if you're transitioning out of military and you're listening to this, connect with her on LinkedIn. She's got some gems on how to make the transition. And as you operate, remember, be encouraged, be blessed, but most of all, continue to share the faith, because your gift will make room for you. Why?
Yeah.
Because when you operate in faith, your ability to make those moves and operating your gifts will open up doors that you can't imagine. So be encouraged, and remember, this is the year for your new book. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.